Imagine finding a simple quarter worth not just hundreds, not just thousands but hundreds of thousands of dollars. In this video, we reveal the top 3 most ultra-rare Washington quarters that could make you rich. These hidden treasures have shocking histories and insane values. Watch till the end, you won't believe. Number 1. Have you ever looked at a regular quarter and thought, this could be worth more than a house? Sounds crazy, right? But it's 100% true. There's one special quarter from 1983. The 1983 P. Washington quarter that could be worth as much as $59,000, $83,000, or even up to a jaw-dropping $120,000. And yes, that's just for one coin. That's why you'll want to watch this video all the way through, because what you learn today might change how you look at your spare change forever. Back in 1983, the U.S. Mint made millions of quarters as usual. But there was something different about that year. In 1982 and 1983, the U.S. Mint did not make any special uncirculated coin sets for collectors. That means almost all the coins from those years were made for regular use, your everyday pocket change. Because of that, most 1983 quarters out there are scratched, dirty, and worn down from years of use. Very few were saved in perfect condition, and even fewer were saved with unusual minting mistakes. Now here's where things get really interesting. Some of those 1983 quarters made at the Philadelphia Mint marked with a small p just above the date were struck with errors. And we're not just talking about a tiny mistake. We're talking about serious errors that make the coin super rare. These mistakes include weak strikes, missing details, and sometimes strange marks or doubled images on the back of the coin. This happened when the dies that stamped the coin were damaged or misaligned. Because no uncirculated coin sets were made in 1983, collectors had no easy way to get clean, perfect coins from that year. So, if you happen to find a 1983 P quarter with one of these rare errors and it's in great shape, you could be holding something worth tens of thousands of dollars. No joke. One coin like this sold for more than $15,000. But the best quality ones, with stronger error features and little to no damage, have been valued at $59,000, $83,000, and yes, even as high as $120,000. That's not some made-up number. That's the kind of money serious coin collectors are willing to pay at auctions for the right piece. You might be wondering, what do I look for? Great question. First, you need a 1983 quarter with a P mint mark above the date. That means it was made in Philadelphia. Then, flip the coin over and look at the eagle on the back. If it looks blurry, weak, or strange, especially in the wings or the letters above, it might be a strike error. Also look for weird marks or doubled edges. These signs could mean your coin was made with a damaged die, and that's what makes it rare. Of course, the condition matters too. If the coin is clean, shiny, and has no big scratches or dents, it could be worth more. Coins in mint state, condition meaning they still look brand new, are the ones that get the big money. So don't toss out those shiny quarters too quickly. You might be tossing out a down payment on a house. If you think you found one of these rare quarters, the next step is to get it checked by a professional. You can send it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. They'll look at your coin under a microscope and give it a grade. This grade is like a score that tells collectors how nice the coin is. A high-grade 1983 P quarter with an error can be worth thousands or more. Now, a quick warning. Because these coins are worth so much money, there are also a lot of fakes out there. Some people try to fake error coins by scratching them or heating them, but real collectors can tell the difference. So never buy a coin like this online unless it's already graded and comes from a trusted dealer. And if someone tries to sell you one for cheap, be careful, it might not be real. Here's the best part. These rare quarters are still out there. People find them in old jars, in their car cup holders, and even in loose change at stores. Most folks have no idea that a small piece of metal in their pocket could be worth more than $50,000. So it pays to look closely. Every time you get change, check the dates. Look for 1983. Look for the P. And look for those weird marks on the back of the coin. This is why coin collecting is so fun. It's like a treasure hunt. You don't need to spend money, you just need to look at what you already have. Maybe you'll find nothing. Or maybe you'll find a quarter that changes your life. Imagine showing up at an auction with a quarter you found in your couch, and walking out with a check for $80,000. It's happened before. It can happen again. It might even happen to you. So before you spend your change, take a second to look. The 1983 P. Washington quarter is one of the most exciting finds in modern coin collecting. Because it's not just about the era. It's the history. It's the fact that these coins were never meant to survive in perfect condition. And now, the few that did are worth more than ever. If you enjoyed learning about this amazing coin, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. We're always sharing tips on how to spot rare coins and turn your change into serious cash. Drop a comment if you've got any 1983 quarters, we'd love to hear what you found. And share this video with your friends and family. Who knows? They might have a fortune sitting in a jar on their kitchen counter. Did you know that a simple quarter from 1966 could be worth more than $100,000? That's right. One coin, just 25 cents, could be worth $68,000, $86,000, or even $116,000 if it has a special error. And the best part? These coins are still out there. You might have one sitting in your home right now and not even know it. So don't go anywhere, because by the end of this video, you'll know how to spot this rare coin. And who knows? You might be holding something that could change your life. Let's go back to the year 1966. At that time, the US Mint was making a lot of changes. People were collecting coins like crazy, and silver coins were being pulled out of circulation. In 1965, the government stopped using real silver in quarters. So in 1966, the Mint was making coins using a copper-nickel mix. They were trying to make sure there were enough coins in circulation, so they made millions of quarters. But they were rushing, and when you rush, mistakes can happen. The Mint also stopped making special coin sets for collectors that year. That means the only way to get 1966 quarters was from regular pocket change. Because of that, most of these coins were used, scratched, and worn down. Not many were saved in perfect shape. That's why finding a clean, shiny 1966 quarter is already rare. But finding one with an error? That's like winning the lottery. One of the most famous errors is called a double die. This happens when the machine stamps the design onto the coin twice by mistake. The second stamp is a little off, so it looks like the words or numbers have shadows. On the 1966 quarter, this can show up on the word Liberty, the phrase, "In God We Trust," or even the date. If you see letters or numbers that look like they have double lines, that might be a double die. Another rare mistake is the off-center strike. This means the coin wasn't lined up right when it was made. Part of the design is missing, and part of the coin is blank. The more off-center the coin is, the more valuable it becomes, especially if you can still read the date. There's also something called a missing clad layer. Quarters are made from layers of metal. If one of the layers is missing, the coin might look red or brown instead of silver. It may look like a penny but still have the quarter design. That kind of error makes the coin very rare and very valuable. So, how much can one of these error coins really be worth? Well, one rare 1966 quarter with a strong double die and in great shape sold for over $68,000 at auction. Another one, with both an off-center strike and a missing clad layer, was valued at more than $86,000. And some experts say the most perfect and rare 1966 error coins could bring as much as $116,000. That's more than a car. That's more than some people make in a whole year. And all of that money could come from one little coin you didn't know was special. Now, here's the exciting part. These coins are still out there. People find rare coins in old jars, in their junk drawers, and even in pocket change from the store. Most people have no idea what to look for. They see an old coin and think it's just worth 25 cents. But you're smarter than that. You now know what to watch for. So how can you tell if you have one? Start by looking at the date. It must say 1966. Then look at the letters and numbers on the front of the coin. Do they look like they have shadows or double lines? That could be a double die. Check if the coin looks off-center or if part of the design is missing. Flip it over and see if the back of the coin looks odd or uneven. If the color is strange, like more copper than silver, it might be missing part of its metal. Use a magnifying glass if you need to, or even take a clear picture and zoom in with your phone. Every little detail matters. If you think you found a rare coin, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can ruin it and lower the value. Instead, you can send it to a professional coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. They will look at the coin, grade it based on its condition, and confirm if it has a real error. If it does, they seal it in a protective case and give you a certificate. That's when collectors will start paying attention. And be careful online. Some people try to sell fake error coins. Always buy coins that are graded and verified by a trusted company. That way, you know you're getting the real thing. It's exciting to think about, isn't it? You could go through your change today and find something that's been hiding in plain sight for decades. That's what makes coin collecting so fun. It's a treasure hunt. You don't need to be rich. You don't need special tools. You just need your eyes, a little patience, and the knowledge of what to look for. So the next time you get a quarter in your change, don't just toss it in your pocket. Look at it. Study it. Because one of those coins could be worth more than you ever imagined. If you liked this video and want to see more rare coins that are worth a fortune, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below if you have a 1966 quarter or any coin you think might be special. You never know, you might be holding a treasure. And share this video with your friends and family. They might have rare coins and not even know it. Have you ever picked up a quarter and thought, what if this is worth more than just 25 cents? Well, you might want to start thinking that way. Because right now, somewhere out there, a 1967 Washington quarter is hiding, and it could be worth $78,000, $95,000, or even up to $138,000. Yes, that's real money. A single quarter. Not gold. Not silver. Just one regular-looking coin with a secret. And that secret could make someone very, very rich. So don't go anywhere, because in this video, I'm going to show you what makes the 1967 quarter so special, what rare errors to look for, and how to know if you've got one of the most valuable coins in your house right now. Let's go back to 1967. The US Mint was still adjusting from the big changes made in 1965. That's when silver was removed from quarters. Instead of using silver, they started using a copper-nickel mix. This was to save money, but it also created some big changes in how coins were made. And during this time, the mint was working fast. Too fast, in some cases. And when things move too fast, mistakes can happen. In 1967, the mint didn't make any special uncirculated sets for collectors. That means there were no clean, perfect coins being saved on purpose. Every single quarter from that year was made for regular use. So most of them got scratched, dirty, or worn down over time. Finding a shiny, perfect 1967 quarter today is already hard. But finding one with a rare mint error? That's where the real treasure is. Some of the rarest 1967 quarters have mint errors that make them extremely valuable. One of the biggest ones is called a double die. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, but not in the exact same spot. The result is a coin with doubled letters or numbers. If you see this on the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date 1967, you might be holding something special. Another rare error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin isn't placed properly in the machine, and part of the design ends up missing. The more off-center the strike, the more rare and valuable the coin becomes, especially if the date is still visible. Then there's the missing clad layer error. Quarters are made from layers of metal. If the top nickel layer is missing, the coin will look coppery, kind of like a penny. That's because you're seeing the inner copper layer, not the full outer coating. This kind of mistake is very rare and worth a lot of money. And don't forget the struck on the wrong planchet error. This happens when a quarter design is struck onto a blank meant for another coin, like a dime or penny. That makes the size or color of the coin different, and collectors go crazy for these types of mistakes. So how much are we really talking? A 1967 quarter with a double die error and in great condition can sell for $10,000 to $20,000. But that's just the start. If the coin has multiple errors, or is in perfect shape, it can be worth even more. One known 1967 quarter with a rare double die and nearly flawless condition sold for $78,000 at auction. Another with both an off-center strike and a clad layer error reached a whopping $95,000. And some top collectors believe that the most perfect error coins from 1967 could sell for up to $138,000. That's just insane. And it's all from a coin that people still overlook every day. Now here's the best part. These coins are still out there. You might find one in a coin jar, an old drawer, or even in your change from the grocery store. Most people have no idea what to look for. But now you do. You know that the 1967 quarter is worth checking carefully. So, how do you check? First, look at the front of the coin. Does the word Liberty, or In God We Trust, look strange? Do the letters look doubled? That could be a double die. Look at the date. Do the numbers seem thick or doubled? That's another sign. Next, check if the coin looks off-center. Is part of the design missing? If so, and the date is still clear, that could be a valuable off-center strike. Now look at the color. Does the coin look more like a penny than a quarter? If yes, it could be missing its top nickel layer. That's another huge clue. And finally, check the size and thickness. If it feels or looks wrong compared to other quarters, it could have been struck on the wrong planchet. Use your phone to zoom in and get a better look. A magnifying glass can also help. Don't clean the coin. Cleaning can damage it and lower the value. If you think you found something special, the next step is to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll check your coin, grade it, and confirm any errors. If it's real and in good shape, they'll seal it in a case and give it an official label. That's when collectors really start to notice. And that's when the big money can come in. Now, be careful. Some people try to fake error coins and sell them online. Always deal with trusted sellers and only buy coins that are certified by top grading companies. Don't fall for scams. Real collectors want the real deal. It's exciting to think that one coin could be worth so much. That's what makes coin collecting so fun. You don't have to be rich. You don't need special tools. You just need to look at your change with fresh eyes. Every coin is a chance. A 25-cent piece could turn into $138,000. It has happened before. It can happen again. Maybe to you. So the next time you see a 1967 quarter, don't just toss it into a vending machine. Hold it. Look at it. Study it. You could be holding one of the rarest coins in the world. A true hidden treasure. If you found this video fun or helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're always showing rare coins that people miss every day. Comment below if you've got a 1967 quarter or any other coin you want us to check. And share this video with your friends and family. They might have a rare coin hiding in plain sight.